Which movie character had the most avoidable death? That one dude from that Austin Powers movie who got ran over by a road roller. That was straight from an old James Bond movie, except that version was supposed to be serious. Do you know which movie / which scene? I never knew. That scene was a parody of a specific James Bond scene, and I can't find anything online when I search. I always thought it was a generic parody of how often henchmen have completely avoidable deaths. Bill Murray in Zombieland. He had a nice 4-gun salute though. He had no regrets though. Well, except for Garfield. Or Osmosis Jones. Male models who blow themselves up in Zoolander. Unfair. That was just a freak gasoline fight accident. Who hasn't had one while enjoying a ride with her orange mocha frappuccino? Exclamation mark. Question mark. Bob in Stranger Things. He was too smart to stop and celebrate prematurely like that. You telling me you put one normal door between you and literal monsters and are like, phew, this seems like a safe place to stand around. Yes. Exclamation mark. Melon in Kingsman. Eggsy had one goddamn job. He didn't even have to die after he stepped on the mine. He wasn't in a vulnerable position. No one knew he was there. There was no timer. All Melon had to do was stand there. After Eggsy and Harry had dealt with the baddies, they could shut the mines off with the remote or come back with proper equipment and rescue him. There was absolutely no reason to blow himself up at any point. Sure, he put like 5 guys, but given the size of the opposition, that barely made any difference for the others to get through. Just stand there not exploding for like 20 minutes and the others can come back for you. Killed the movie for me, to be honest. Partly as I loved them as a trio, but also it seemed avoidable. Park worker who gets killed at the beginning of Jurassic Park. Shooter. Apostrophe. He didn't have to physically lift the door, and there's no reason that cage would be moved unless they were just too lazy to check the locking mechanism. It was super fancy, but a damn chick block or weight could have saved his life. An automatic door or use a small crane. It seems as if John Hammond spared some expenses. He certainly spared some expense having one dude serve as the entire department. The villain in The Incredibles. He didn't have to wear a cape, but he didn't know not to wear a cape. Edna told Mr. Incredible that she wouldn't give him a cape because of all the accidents that are caused by it. Something he wasn't aware of. Sindone likely wouldn't be aware of it either. Definitely Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel. That whole scene bothers the hell out of me. Like, could you pick any other disaster to kill him off? A ducking tornado that came out of nowhere where all they had to do was turn around and drive the other way really fast instead of driving right into it? Fuck. It's not like a tornado that big just comes down. It was on the ground long enough to not drive over there and get out of your car right in its path. The original Superman movies had Kent die of cancer. It's tragic, but it also teaches Clark that even he can't save everyone. MOS Kent tried to teach him that he shouldn't save everyone. Then Clark lets him and his dog die. Zod then comes out and gives him no choice, making his dad's death that he allowed to happen completely pointless. Fucking GRR. Ahem. Yes, I agree. Mike from Breaking Bad. Like he said, he could have just got the names from Lydia. That one hurt a lot. Exclamation mark. All the dead people from Katniss's little venture into the Capitol in Mockingjay. The rebels got there the same time as them, lol. Yeah, never saw the point in that. I believe the rebels were already making good progress on the Capitol and their victory was basically a matter of time. So the whole thing was kind of pointless. I thought that coin wanted Katniss dead, so she would be seen as a martyr. The Rock and Sam Jackson and the other guys. Aim for the bushes. Apostrophe. Best opening scene in cinema history. Sirius Black. That whole book could have been skipped if Harry trusted his friends, took a breather, and stopped being an angsty asshole. Aka Harry Potter, and how opening your godfather's gift would have saved you a ton of trouble. It was so dumb. Kid didn't get a single birthday or Christmas present for 11 years when he was at Dursley's. And now that he finally gets a gift from his favorite person, he doesn't even open it? Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Every teenager in a horror movie who leaves the group to explore on their own, except in Cabin in the Woods, where the organization had safeguards to make sure that they would split up. Literally watch that movie today. and it was pretty good. Pretty much everyone in Prometheus, all movies in Alien franchise always have typical storyline. 1. Arrive an unknown planet. Underestimate the threat. 2. Everyone except 1 or 2 will be eaten alive. At least the first one had good reasons for the doctor to blatantly break quarantine rules. That girl from Saw 2 who stuck both her hands into the blade traps, all while someone was watching, and decided not to do anything. That was the guy who threw Amanda into the needle pit. He was looking for the numbers on people's heads, and he figured it would be in his best interests to not help her, because it would leave her helpless. So Galahad should have just left his 3-carat RD answer as blue, and he would have safely crossed the bridge of death. But it wasn't his favorite color. Yellow was. The bridger keeper never called anyone out for a lie though. People just ducked up their answers. Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. Me. So let me get this straight. You can run at super speed and apparently have super strength capable of destroying robots, yet you aren't strong enough to pick up a dude and some kid. Quicksilver. Yes. The scene would have been better if they'd shown it from his perspective, and it was like the projectile was coming at them at a brisk jog pace. He tries to coax them out of the way fast enough without hurting them, but it's not working. He looks around for something nearby to deflect it, and can't find anything. So he hesitates for a second, and then stands in the way and it's like he's been stabbed. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. He should have just taken the L and went home. Like, I don't really remember Beauty and the Beast that well, but wasn't Gaston kinda arrogant and narcissistic? He didn't seem like the type to just take the L and go home. So it goes with men who are roughly the size of a barge, and especially good at expectorating. Every person in a horror movie who runs up the stairs to escape the serial killer. Well, oh shit, you just trapped yourself. Smash a window. Break the goddamn door down. Run outside. Anywhere but up the freaking stairs. Guys, there have been a series of murders in this house. Let's live there. What was that noise in the kitchen? I'm gonna go see alone. Oh no, a killer. Who could have seen this coming? Time to run back up the stairs and whisper to my friends about it. Probably Vincent Vegas in Pulp Fiction. I mean, come on, this dude was an absolute amateur for a hitman who should have died more than once due to his stupidity. He left his only ducking gun out in the open while he was in the bathroom. Then to make matters worse, not only did he leave his gun, but he did it while making it known he was there to Butch, who then proceeded to take his gun. If he wasn't hopped up on heroin and a little more alert, he would have gotten the drop on Butch and be alive and not shot dead in a shower by his own ducking gun. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.